Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody had a good weekend out there, got some rest, enjoyed yourself, and are all charged up for a good week to come. I am. Just having a good day here on a Sunday in South Alabama. Been making some food, been getting some work done. Pretty productive day, but not too stressful productive, just kind of moving at my own pace and getting things done. Anyhow, today I want to talk about getting creative with raw food diet, and I got a couple of two bonus recipes for you. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you are not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the link and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I'm going to try to remember to drop a link, not to my normal store, rawtropicallivinggear.com, but to Uncle Jack's Tie-Dye. I've got it up and live online. It's still a bit crude. It needs some work done on it, but I do have some of the listings there, so I will put that in the description down below. Uncle Jack's Tie-Dye. Find me on Instagram too. This one I will just make a blanket statement about. You got to get creative. If you're not getting creative within yourself on this lifestyle, you won't succeed. Might as well just forget it, boom, pack it up, blah, 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 right now. You've got to learn how to create food that you enjoy eating. And I would highly suggest, yes, you could just get yourself several recipe books and you could just follow recipes to a T. But, and there's a lot of people out there that come up with a lot better recipes than mine, but I like my recipes because I've created them based, specific to my taste. So please, 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 if I can encourage you to do anything, just get in the kitchen and play around. Sometimes I get questions from people and it's like, I feel like the village idiot. I feel like, people just get intimidated because it's raw. I know I get questions from people that are much more adept in the kitchen than I am. And all I really do is get in there and play and fool around. So a lot of times when somebody's like, well, what's the recipe on that? I'm like, well, I don't know. This time it was this, last time it'll be that. And a lot of times I don't even remember. I'm just kind of like, and that's another reason to get in your kitchen and play and make stuff. And you may screw up, but hey, most of my I don't think I've thrown away too many screw ups in the 7 years. But you'll learn like, okay, this thickens things up. This makes them a little thinner. This adds this taste. This will give this type of consistency. So learn how to create some food, because yeah, you're not going to be able to white knuckle this thing. You're not going to be able to slug through, have discipline, and just do it on basic food. I sometimes, and I'm never going to say that because it's like you don't want to crush somebody, but people will send me photos of their food sometime, and I'm like, ugh. Is that really all that appetizing? Maybe. Everybody's appetite is different, but what I'm getting at a lot of times is I think people are just looking at this lifestyle, looking at this diet a lot of times like, well, it's just something we do, Everybody talks about all we eat is lettuce and all we eat is this bland stuff. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The food that I eat on my raw food diet is probably a lot less bland than what I used to eat when I ate a standard American diet. Now, yeah, I would eat ridiculous stuff sometimes, but a lot of times it was just, just making stuff up in the cooked food and in the sad world just to fill me up. So most of the time now, everything I'm eating, it's not like I'm sitting around eating my food going, yeah, I've gave up all that other stuff and I really want some of the things I gave up. I really enjoy my food. Everything I eat, I enjoy. Even the odd stuff that people look at funny on Instagram, I enjoy it. I don't eat food that I don't like. Even my smoothie, that just big green smoothie that people that aren't green smoothie drinkers look at and go, oh my God, how could you slug all that down? And I think they think too, I'm choking it down. I'm getting it down. All right, I got this good nutrition in my body. But no, even my green smoothies, I love everything that I'm eating every day. So get in your kitchen, play around. Take other people's recipes. You can take other people's recipes and make them your own. I've taken other recipes and I've tweaked them a little bit on some, and I've just totally changed them on the others. I was looking at what part of one of the recipes I'm going to give to you this morning. That's all I did. I had made something similar before, but I just wanted some different ideas, so I just went to Google. Googled a few things, and I'm like, I found a base kind of to do what I wanted to do, and then from that base you could just add flavorings. And so there's so many creative things you can do out there. I'm not even one that goes looking for recipes, but recipes just come and find me, and they'll jump out at me sometime. One of the ones I want to try here real soon is tuna fish, kind of a mock tuna fish with sunflower seeds. Probably I'll have to wait till I go down to Pensacola the next time. I don't have any sunflower seeds here in this town, but there's a good little recipe I saw on that. So yeah, everything I eat. Listen, I was thinking about this morning when I was walking around in, excuse me, in Walmart, picking up some food and thinking about life before this vegan lifestyle and how some people just have their mind closed if it's vegan, if it's called plant-based, if it's this, if it's even healthy. You know, there used to be a commercial on TV that would joke about, don't tell the kids it's healthy, because if it's healthy, they won't eat it. Doesn't care what it tastes like. See, I never had that mentality, even when I was drinking and it was killing brain cells by the thousands, and not even all that worried about, my health like I should be. There was always a certain element in it. There was always this element in my head that was like, okay, well, if I can get taste, if I can get satisfied and still be healthy, I'm all for it, even though I wasn't vegan, even though I wasn't going to make that a lifestyle. So the point I'm trying to get at there, good food is good food. It doesn't matter, maybe if you're listening to this video and you're not vegan, you're not plant-based, you don't have any interest in it, and so you're like, oh God, that food's not going to taste good. It's good food. When I lived in Miami Beach, South Miami Beach, this was the last time I lived in Miami. This was probably about 1991, 92 maybe, probably 91, 92. There was a little vegan restaurant on South Beach in Miami. And at the time, I wasn't vegan. I don't think I was even vegetarian. I did go vegetarian for a year or so back in those days, but I wasn't vegetarian. No, I was eating other stuff because I remember going to a sushi. Me and my roommate would also go to a sushi bar. But this vegan restaurant, we would usually eat at this vegan restaurant probably 6 or 7 meals out of the week between lunch and dinner. Why? Not because we were trying to be vegan, but because it was good. Now, yes, there was in the back of my mind, there was kind of almost this like, ooh, kind of giddy, like, ooh, this is really good, and this isn't even bad for you. So learn how to make food, and you will be happy. Now, I'm going to pan away with the camera because I was going to try to hold up what I was doing, but I'm going to end up just dropping my food on the floor. So I'll be right with you and give you the recipe for these two things that I've got. Okay, now don't even ask me how I came up with this. I just had some thoughts yesterday. I was looking for something. I'll tell you, I was looking for something that was maybe a little bit of a Mediterranean type taste. Although I wouldn't necessarily say this is a Mediterranean type taste, but anyhow, obviously I'm using a romaine leaf kind of as a boat there. Now, what we have here, this darker stuff, this is like a little eggplant dip. I think I may have actually given this recipe before, but I'm going to do it again just because. Now, my eggplant, I marinate my eggplant a good bit in the windowsill, and I make this one quite often. So what I'll do is I'll marinate my eggplant for 4, 5, 6 hours in the afternoon in the windowsill, and I just put the eggplant in there. I put some lemon juice. I put a little Bragg's Aminos, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I do put a little bit of Bragg's Aminos, and I put a little bit of smoked paprika. And I just basically let that soak, just kind of let it soak up that good stuff. And then after it's set and then I start to blend it, I put the eggplant in my Vitamix with some garlic and about a tablespoon of tahini. Now your amounts, you're going to have to play with them. I'm not giving you like an exact, okay, put this much. I'm going to say that was probably about, I don't know, 1.5 cups or 2 cups of eggplant. But once again, just play with your consistencies and play with the ingredients. And then 2 cloves of garlic and a big heaping tablespoon of tahini. Now the white stuff here, I was trying to come up with kind of a creamy sauce. So, kind of, I don't know really even what I was thinking, but I kind of wanted it just a light creamy sauce. So I soaked my cashews I soaked cashews for about 5 or 6 hours. And then I put them in my Vitamix with a little bit of lemon juice. And this was probably about a cup of cashews. I put probably with a little bit, about 1.5, probably 2 lemons, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just a little bit to give it just a little bit of a tang, a little bit of Himalayan salt, garlic. I chopped up some green onions in there, and I put a little bit of water. Now, once again, like I say, I don't even know. I just made up the consistency as I go. And that's what you can do when I'm saying the amounts that you're putting in. Do it as you go. You know, I just kind of added it. And add and a little bit of water, but add the minimal amount of water, and take your time and use your tamper so you don't get it too watery. Now, I just wanted to leave one without so you could see a little bit of the color and consistency. And then I've just got it topped with cucumbers, tomatoes, and onions. And I usually keep a bowl of this marinating in the fridge in usually the same, like some lemon juice, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and pepper. I just let that sit in the fridge all the time and marinate. And I use that stuff on a number of things. I even use that on cooked food. I shared something on Instagram this morning. I think it was sweet potatoes and collard greens, and I had put some of that mix on top of it. But those two are good right there, and I'm about to, as soon as I get done with the video, I'm going to go munch on these. Now, once again, that's not a proper recipe with amounts, because I'm not a proper recipe person, but that's the best I can give, because that's how I create. So if you want to know what I do, that's how I do it. I can't do it like somebody else, but yeah, try those out. But if anything, just get in the kitchen and play. And you don't have, I mentioned the Vitamix, probably any of this stuff could be made in a food processor. A lot of it could just probably be made in a simple blender, but with the heavier stuff, that gets a little bit thicker. If you don't have the expensive Vitamix, maybe, like I say, I love my $35 Black & Decker food processor that I got from Walmart. I forgot, well over a year ago. It's a champ. It's probably, I like Vitamix, don't get me wrong, but that machine, that's what I make my ice cream in. That's what I make a lot of things in. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a beautiful week. Peace.